Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Hello, everybody. It's Saturday morning. I'm out in the greenhouse, and my allergies are acting up, give me a sinus issue. And but I feel good. I'm a little congested. So I came out here to check on everything because we're going to have some temperatures that's going to be a little cool at night, just below freezing. And I wanted to make sure that my heaters were plugged in and adequately working. I usually only put one on if it's going to be, slightly above freezing. But since it's going to be, well, right now they're saying that it might be a little bit below 32 degrees, about 29 degrees. So I thought I'll come out and put another heater on and make sure that they're on different circuits running to my house with commercial extension cords, and that way I can just unplug and plug them in as I need to. But everything's looking good. Let me turn the camera around so you can see. Right there, the tomatoes, let me go in closer, are all doing well. I'm going to harvest all of the ripe ones, and there are a few that are still producing, and they'll bring more tomatoes. They'll produce more tomatoes when I can get the temperature to be stable in here. And everything else is looking good. I plugged in that second heater right there, and that'll help dry up this floor so I can bring my leaf blower out here and blow all the soil out. I'm going to give all of my plants a little fertilizer tea that I make from Russian blocking 14. Come here, let me go back out. But everything's putting on blooms and growing peppers, so everything is going well. But I hope that little heater that I just turned on, which I'm going to turn it off until the nighttime, but I hope that little heater will allow the brick pavers to dry out.
You just said that. Why you always repeating yourself? Nobody want to hear that again.
And we don't have that humidity problem in here yet. No signs of the white liquidy powdery mildew. I know that sounds crazy, liquidy powdery oxymoron, but it is in that family. But when there's a lot of humidity, it'll be liquid. It's soil borne. And let me just have a seat and tell you, just have a little chat with you. If you guys are new to my channel, the reason why I have 2 layers of 6 mil greenhouse plastic on top of this garden bed is because I had a lot of spider mites and I wanted to solarize it. Soil is real healthy. In fact, I can see stuff still trying to grow. See, right there, those mushrooms let you know that the soil is healthy. So I'm going to be removing this over the next couple days, and I'm going to replenish the garden bed with some black cow age manure. It's been out of my area for a long time, and I finally found it on Home Depot's website, but not at the stores in my area. So I'm having some of it delivered to my home, along with a couple of bags of Vigoro potting mix, and I'm going to replenish and add a little worm casting, acid-mite, whatever I have left, biochar, to this bed to prep it for the spring planting. And so, yeah, that's what I plan to do. I don't know if I'm going to release this video now or I'll wait until I start doing the prepping of the garden beds. And by the way, I'm going to do the garden beds outside the same way. after I harvest all of the greens that are growing in them. That way I can give my garden beds a break. And once I add the soil amendments to the beds, I will use my leaf chipper to create fine leaves to go into the garden beds as well. But the humidity in here is wonderful. The condensation is hardly any at all. So this is the best winter I've had so far, because it's not over, in the greenhouse. Okay? And so what I'm doing now is I'm growing seeds inside. I'm starting the germination process. And all of these shelves you see here, and this potting table over here, those citrus trees will come off that table over there, and they'll be either alongside the wall or taken back out and drag them out until we have another hard freeze. But my goal is to have all of my seeds germinated and have them acclimating in the greenhouse by 1st of March is a good goal. Okay, so I just wanted to touch base with you and let you know what was going on inside the greenhouse. And I have an old shelf back here too I could put seedlings on. And yeah, this pepper plant is doing good. Just a lot of blooms. I see little tiny peppers. I mean, everything is going good. But I'm going to get those tomatoes, and I'm going to harvest some of this butter crunch lettuce that came up in my spinach. Take the outer leaves, take them inside, wash them real good. And that looked like it was faded, but it's not. It's the sun. And yeah, I'm going to have me a nice little salad for lunch. And so three seeds just came up, just popped up in here. So, yeah. I've got some spinach growing outside that have some bigger leaves. We'll head on over there after I get the tomatoes. And I'll show you what I'm going to add to my salad. Let me go get some pruners. I'll be right back. So I'm back outside, and I'm going to get me some more veggies for my salad. I think I'll start here with some radish. So we'll grate those up. And I'll put it in my little salad box. And those are the 3 tomatoes that I'm going to put in my salad. One split when I put it in my pocket, but I gave my neighbor the other tomatoes. And I think I'll get me just a few pieces of tender Swiss chard, and I will chop them up in my salad. When they're young and tender like this, guys, you don't have to cook them or saute them. You just chop them up fine. Here's some nice spinach. I brought my pruners, but I really don't need them. All I have to do is just pinch off the outer leaves. And I have some of this growing in the greenhouse, but as you can see, the spinach that's growing outside is doing better than the spinach inside of the greenhouse, because it's really cold tolerant. So I'm just getting a little bit, and I'll start eating this every day, because if you don't, it will go bad, start turning colors. So when it looks real healthy like this, you might as well go ahead and pinch some. Now, we don't see too many insects. I thought at one point that was an insect, but it isn't. Don't see too many insects. That's because I've been spraying diligently with neem oil and my insect repellent that I make. You can look at my playlist, and it tells you how to use the neem oil. And I give you my recipe for my garlic, onions, and hot red pepper flakes that I ferment. Okay, That's enough for me today. Maybe I'll get a few more leaves. That way I can have some extra for tonight for dinner. I love, love, love spinach. And if you're wondering why I give the tomatoes away, I do that because I can't, well, I'm not supposed to have a lot of tomatoes, especially raw tomatoes with kidney disease. So I usually just saute my tomatoes and or cook it up and make it into a pasta sauce. Now I was gonna do something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna walk over here in the food forest, and you can see this sincere magnolia tree is fooled by the weather, because we have like 70 degrees in the upper 70s on some days, and this tree is gonna start blooming. This tree is doing well as long as it doesn't get real cold. This fig tree may survive. Last year it died back all the way to these little stubs right here, but then it shot back up. Here's some leaves a neighbor gave me that I'm going to be mulching to put in the garden beds, and I'll probably do that tomorrow, guys. I'm going to overwork myself because I was busy working in the house today. But I want to come over here and show you. This is where I keep my comfrey tea. This is 2 gallons. I'm just going to pour some of it out and into a gallon can or a half gallon can, and water everything in the greenhouse. And I'm going to do it tomorrow. And there was something else I wanted to show you back here. I keep this here because the majority of my comfrey is right there. But I transplanted comfrey here and here and here, and there's some small pieces like right there and there. It'll come up as it gets warmer. These are weeds and I'll take care of them. If you're in my Facebook group, I gave you a recipe for weed killer with Epsom salt, vinegar, and organic dish soap. And when it gets another warm day, I will come along here and spray. But only where the weeds are, because this is white hibiscus right here, this long thing here, and these seed pods, and that I'm going to collect. Just like the red hibiscus, except it's white. I'm going to grow more of it. Weeds here, and this look like arugula or some type of lettuce, so I'll let that stay. And I'll probably just pull the weeds up here because it's too close to that comfrey. But I'm not going to show you the whole food forest. I just wanted to share a little bit with you. Okay, guys, here is my chopped butter crunch and noble spinach salad. I added some of my homegrown garden tomatoes I just harvested, along with homegrown radish that I chopped up real fine, as well as sliced seedless grapes. So this is an Italian fruit salad. Okay. Bye now.
The end.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye now.